Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jamison, and in today's episode I'm going to cover two of the best locations for finding the Cyclops Mark 1 depth module. First location we're going to cover is located in the kelp zone at LifePod 2. Now you can either wait until the radio message triggers the beacon location, which to do that you've either got to enter the Grand Reef or construct a thermal plant, and it will come up as a distress call on your radio. But we're not patient, we're not going to wait. So starting at 0 point, if you don't know what that is, I have a crappy video linked up in the right for the directions. Once we're at 0 point, we want to head one click off from directly in between north and northwest. Now, you should have a bigger oxygen tank, a rebreather, and a Seamoth with at least a depth module of Mark 2. But if you're lazy, just a Seamoth with depth module of Mark 3, because you can park it right next to the data box. Now we head in the straight line, and start considering how far we are from 0 point. Probably a 1400 meter straight run. Just cruise along the edges. You shouldn't encounter any reapers or anything. You're likely to encounter amp eels and maybe a warper in the first location. We'll have to deal with bone sharks and their kind. And if you have a sonar, it will help, but you'll go past the floating islands. Again, your gradual descent down. And now we've arrived at the blood kelp zone. I believe this is zone 2 because you got the twisted ones holding the floaters. And we'll keep going. Watch out for crab squids. Now for PC users, the exact coordinates for this will be on your right, so if you want to use the console commands to warp to it or just navigate that way because you don't have a compass, be my guess. Here we are, this is LifePod 2. An abandoned PDA, essential to, well, not essential but part of the story, can be found within the LifePod. This fucker will fight you. And here you will find the data box. The depth module Mark 1.
New blueprint acquired. $30 seconds. Oxygen.
There's the Seamoth, couldn't see it in the dark. Well, I will warp us back. Alright guys, here we are, back at 0 point. Now I'm going to show you the second location you can find the depth module Mark 1 for your Cyclops. It's located within the Grand Reef, next to one of the main wrecks. Now be advised, there are warpers that hide around this wreck, so use your due diligence and safety, and at the very least, if you feel uncomfortable, take a stasis rifle or a repulsion cannon. I prefer the repulsion cannon, it makes warpers go whoop out of there. And you head in this straight line like I am now, directly between south and southwest. It's about 800 meters from 0 point, and I advise that you have a depth module Mark 2 for your Seamoth at the very minimum. And you just keep heading in this straight line. You'll go through kelp forest, ignore the stalkers, Keep going. And once you see these 3 balls here in this valley adjacent to the kelp forest, you know you're in the right area. And once you're there, follow it down. And you'll begin to see the wreck just over the edge here. It'll come into view. And there it is. Now once again, if you're on PC, coordinates will appear on the right, so you can use the warp command or pop up your console and navigate that way. And now, just to prove that this is indeed the Cyclops depth module, I will attempt to grab it without our pesky friend grabbing us, because I did not bring any of the defensive gear I said that you should. And there you have it, the depth module Mark 1's second location. In some saves I've played and others I know I've played, it doesn't spawn here, so between this location and Life Pod 2, you're bound to get your module. Well, once again, my name's Jamison. This has been one of my Subnautica guides. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it, I won't hold it against you. If you want to leave a video suggestion or some general feedback, drop a comment down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you really want to help me out, so I can stop crashing sea moths, subscribe.